Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here with Wakefield, where we're towards the end of this Premier League season, in which we obviously knocked out to Liverpool in the Europa League. We go ahead and beat them in the FA Cup, though. We now have Southampton in their semifinals of the FA Cup, but before that, we have been focusing on the Premier League ever since getting knocked out in the Europa League. We have a possibility of actually getting still into the top four. We are only 2 points off of tying the top four spot. We are 3 points off possibly going into the top four spot, so we are fighting for a chance to be in the Champions League football for next season. However, we have the opportunity to fall back on possibly a FA Cup win, in which we would have to beat Southampton at Wembley and then play Wembley again against either City or Chelsea. I'm hoping for Chelsea. Chelsea are currently second in the league, but Man City are first with a 10 or 11 point gap, and they are pretty much the Premier League champions for the season. It'll be much easier beating Chelsea than it would be City. Obviously, both pretty difficult in their own terms. We went ahead and played some Giants in last episode. We played Tottenham, in which was a 2-2 draw, in which we bottled it. Well, EA bottled it for us at that. We could have won that. We beat Arsenal, and then we beat Man United, both 2-1. We could have 3 2-1 wins in a row. We are somewhat in fine form. As far as board objectives goes, we currently sit with 3 out of 5 of the outside of the box goals. Steele actually scored in the last episode against Man United, in which actually would give us the game winner. We have failed the Europa League objective. We got knocked out in round 16. We're in the semifinals of the FA Cup, so we haven't won a domestic cup yet, losing out in the Carabao Cup as well. We completed the 100 goals, so we had 104 out of 100, so we completed that. As far as the, obviously we failed the profit margin ones. And then for the top goal scorer, Hoffman is currently the top goal scorer with 28 goals in 30 matches. 7 clear off of Holland. As long as Hoffman doesn't have an amazing game somewhere, we are set to complete that challenge as well. I am going to risk it for the biscuit here and go and quick sim this game against Nottingham Forest. They are fighting for relegation, and we go ahead and win. Daniels, Hahn, and Steele all on the score sheet. We'll move quickly into the Southampton FA Cup game. Semi-final in the FA Cup against Southampton. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can beat Southampton and get into the final of the FA Cup to try and win a domestic cup. Obviously part of the objective. Can they score this one? The answer is yes, they can. Southampton take the lead early against us. Davy, Hoffman. 1-1.
That's a big chance.
Hoffman actually going to win that somehow, and Hoffman's going to find the back of the net. How did Hoffman win that header? How did the defender let him win that? It's 2-1 for Wakefield. How the defender wins that 99% of the time. We might get a lucky bounce. Steele over the top for Hoffman, just sending up the field, and Rapid Man Hoffman will get there, and Rapid Man Hoffman will get taken out. It'll be a penalty for Wakefield, and that should be a red card for Ignacio. That should be a red card. Simon Hoffman's going to go top right. The keeper goes left, and it's 3-1. And Hoffman has a hat-trick in the first half, and we are 45 minutes away to coming back to Wembley for a final against either City or Chelsea. And we are going to say hello and goodbye to Casper Delberg quickly after the Southampton subs. We are making 2 subs of our own, but 1 very special sub. Hoffman will be coming off for Robert, but somebody else will be coming off who hasn't played for a long time. Young is back into the team, back onto the field, and he is only, 30 minutes away, 25 minutes getting on his belt, and he'll be at full fitness in no time. But he is back into the team. Let's see what he can do at left back again. Young, first effort, is getting absolutely dusted, and it's 3-2. I should have kept on. Young got absolutely dusted. I wish I had Hoffman. I really did wish I had Hoffman, but Davy has a chance. Davy Just don't miss a target. That's outside of the box net. And that might be the easiest one I might have ever scored. And Davey will go ahead and put this game to bed 4-2 against Southampton. We're into the final of the FA Cup, and now we're also only one goal off from completing one objective.
Well, let's take another
Usually
look.
the
Yeah,
game
he
doesn't
won't
allow
get
you to
any
actually
confidence in
do
that.
this.
The
They will
defending was
literally
all over
rob
the
it
place,
into the
though.
hands of the opponent, allow them to get another attack, but we get lucky and it's out and it's into the back of the net from distance. It's a 4-2 win. We're in the final of the FA Cup. We'll take on either Chelsea or City. City go ahead and beat Chelsea, so Wakefield versus City. We now have 2 games in hand over Arsenal and Tottenham, pretty much over almost every club above us. We are 3 points behind Newcastle and Arsenal, 5 points off of Spurs. We win our 2 games in hand, we're into the top 4. It's as simple as that, and it begins with a game against Norwich. Young back in the starting 11, and Hoffman scoring the winner in the 80th minute. We go ahead and win one of the games in hand. We are pretty much almost into the top 4 for sure. We should be in the top 4 surely soon because we have Southampton up next. We do play Liverpool though. That's going to be a tough game. 2 games in hand now. We over Arsenal. We can obviously re-jump them again with a point. And then Man United, we're 3 points behind them with a game in hand. But I'm sure we still have 2 games in hand against obviously Tottenham. We're going to go ahead and simulate through the Southampton game because we just played them and we should be able to beat them again.
Must be, and he gobbles up the
And
second
Davey
chance.
will go ahead and open the scoring in the 43rd minute. It's 1-0 for Wakefield. And Dolberg levels it up. It's 1-1 now. We're going to jump in here. We got to make sure we get the win. Daniels is going to take it. He has Hoffman with him. Hoffman's going to be offside though, isn't he? He's not. Hoffman over the top for Steele. Steele, touch, shot, goal, 2-1. We'll jump back to Sim. We score and jump back to Sim. And hopefully we can contain the lead this time now. And of course they level it up again with, 3 minutes left to go.
They're absolutely right.
Jacobs foul. Jacobs continues on. He'll find Hoffman. He'll lay it off for Davey. That'll be tackled. That'll be game over. A 2-2 draw. We cannot afford to draw, especially against Southampton. We're going to have to beat Liverpool now, for flip's sake. When we come back, we will have Liverpool, West Ham, and Bournemouth to finish the season off. And also the FA Cup final over Man City. Points off of a top 4 spot. That draw against Southampton actually hindered us a lot because if we win our game in hand, we're still 1 point off. We're at least looking somewhat decent for a top 5 spot. Obviously, Europa League. Europa League could be won again with Man City as well in the FA Cup. I will see y'all for the season finale next episode. I know it's a short one, but leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.